The brewing trade war with China is on hold. That's from the U.S. Treasury Secretary as the two superpowers set up a framework to address related imbalances in the future. Hye-sung gets us up to speed with the developments.
After months of tensions, the United States and China have agreed to take measures to substantially reduce America's massive trade deficit with China. The two countries also agreed on meaningful increases of U.S. agriculture and energy exports and greater efforts to increase trade while striving to create a level playing field for competition. The joint statement released Saturday comes after 2 days of talks in Washington led by U.S. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin and Beijing Special Envoy and State Council Vice Premier Liu He. Mnuchin said in an interview with Fox News on Sunday that the two sides are putting the trade war and tariffs on hold while they try to execute the framework, echoing remarks by Beijing's Vice Premier Liu He.
This round of talks have been pragmatic, fruitful, and efficient. We reached many agreements. These meetings will not just help bilateral economic and trade relations and build overall ties. It's good for people in both countries.
U.S. President Donald Trump had threatened to impose tariffs of up to $150 billion on Chinese imports, with China vowing to retaliate with tariffs of 25% on over 100 U.S. goods from soybeans to airplanes.
A possible trade war had kept markets on edge in recent weeks. The temporary trade war ceasefire soothes market concerns, removing a downside risk to global trade and also to Korea, as a US-China trade war would hurt Korea's exports like intermediary goods to China. But then again, the deal is still short on specifics.
The deal lacks a dollar figure on the trade deficit. Just before the second trade talks, both countries were sharply at odds over a claim made by White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow, who said China would slash its trade deficit with the U.S. by $200 billion by 2020. U.S. intellectual property, Beijing's structural reform, and China's demand of U.S. investment all remain sticking points between the two countries. The U.S. will send a team led by Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross to China to hammer out the details. So while a trade war has been averted, there still may be more friction along the way. Hye-sung, Arirang News.